Hey y'all, it's your buddy Chuck again, and we're back at it on Friday, May the 2nd. Dude, what is wrong with you? Anyway, we just got to Kingsland, and we've declined a couple of DoorDash and Uber Eats orders, but we just got a Roadie gig. And this is going to be my first ever prescription to deliver for Roadie. I took the little test, and so far, all my Roadie gigs, I think they've all been CVS, but they've been like bottles of shampoo or COVID tests or who knows what. But anyway, this is an actual prescription. I don't remember. I took their little test. I don't remember if I have to do anything special or not. We'll figure it out as we go along. But here we go, y'all. Picking up a prescription at CVS. Oh, it's $6.50 for 2 miles. Whatever.
You can pay for
Yeah, but that's a lot too.
Oh, for brown. Yeah, you can. You want to do it together?
Henderson. Thank you, man.
Oh, thank you. Y'all have a good one.
You too. Have a good day.
You too.
Be safe out there. Thank you. All right, y'all, so we got our prescription picked up. A little bit of a wait, not bad, 3 or 4, maybe 5 minutes. And this is an interesting thing. There were actually 2 pharmacy gigs that popped up at about the same time. And so I put in an offer for both of them. Well, the first one, it said that my offer wasn't selected, but the second one I got. Well, there was another Roadie driver in there waiting while I was waiting. And it dawned on me that she must have gotten one of those orders, and I got the other one. But anyway, while we were in there, we accepted a DoorDash order. I think it was like $7.50 for 3-point-something miles, Panera. So we're going to dirty stack a Roadie prescription and a DoorDash Panera.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto the Lakes Boulevard.
So my theory is that these Roadie, this Roadie prescription, I don't think there's any hurry to get it delivered. I could be wrong. Roadie, I might get in trouble with Roadie. They might be tracking my movements and saying, why is he going this direction? I don't know, but I'm going to do them both and just see what happens. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Are you waiting on a chai tea? Yes.
All right, y'all, we've got our dirty stack in the car. We're going to deliver the food first, even though we just passed our turn to deliver the prescription. I just don't think it matters. They're both within 1.5 miles of each other. 2 miles, maybe. We're going to an apartment complex with this Panera. I hope it's not a 3rd floor. It probably will be, though. Let's check. See if they tell us.
In about 1 mile, making a turn.
Front office, all right. Hey. No stairs. Good morning. Julia. This is Julia here. Thank you.
Yeah, so both of you guys will have to pay $150.
Thanks. Thank you, you too. All right, y'all. Panera delivered to the front office. That was awesome. And this is kind of plausible deniability. This wouldn't have been the best way to get to the Roadie customer, but you know, you could say that's the way you chose to go. It's not just like totally opposite directions. Fantastic.
Take a picture of it?
Let me see. Yeah. Is there anything else? Don't need a signature or anything.
I'm pretty sure I never have to sign for them. Usually it's just a picture.
It's my first pharmacy order.
Cool.
So.
All right. You did a good job.
Have a great day. Thank you. All right, so I vaguely remembered from the little test they made me take, you know, that there's something different about Roadie prescription orders from CVS. And it appears the only difference is you have to actually hand the order to a human. There's no leaving it at the door. You know, it's a silly thing, kind of. I mean, I guess I could understand if it was in an apartment complex or something, but, you know, if I had left that at this guy's front door, nobody's going to come along and steal it. Oh, well. So anyway, it's a little awkward, and it was my first prescription delivery, but he's evidently had many of them because he knew the routine way better than me. So you have to hand it to the customer, but you also have to take a picture. So that means you got to take a picture of the customer? That's weird. Anyway, we got it done. Hey, and also, we just recently set up the instant payment from Roadie instead of getting paid every Wednesday or whatever. So I don't know how long it takes. I could check and see if I have the money already. Boy, DoorDash has gone quiet. Well, y'all, here's what happened. We did our little dirty stack with Roadie and DoorDash, and then everything just went quiet. All of a sudden I was getting no orders. And it took a while for me to figure it out, but I was no longer dashing. My little dash had ended. I've got another block scheduled for 10:30, so I had to just sit and wait for 10:15 to get here so I could start dashing again. And during that 30 minutes or so that I was just sitting in the car doing nothing, didn't get any orders from Uber or Roadie. Now I'm dashing again and I get an Uber order. You know, it's not fantastic, but need to make some money. It's $6 for 2.7 miles, Chick-fil-A. And this is interesting. It says, please wait to pick up. We will notify you when the order is ready. Great. All right, y'all, we're dirty stacking this Uber Eats Chick-fil-A with a DoorDash Panera. They're both going west, both going short distances. Let's run in here and see if this Panera's ready.
Charity, listening on Elizabeth?
Yep.
Gotcha, I'm finishing it. Does Charity get her fruit cup? Yeah. Okay. Jasmine?
You think I have time to make a short drop off and come back?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I went in Panera and the order wasn't ready, so decided to unassign it. It's a shame. You know, I've noticed that these apps, especially DoorDash, maybe Uber Eats too, they're not given nearly as much time to get the order delivered as they used to. I'm pretty sure. I used to get a lot more time to deliver orders than I do now. Makes the dirty stacking a little harder. Yeah. All right, y'all, we were sitting in the Taco Bell parking lot doing nothing, and we got an $11 and change IHOP order going like 4 miles or something. It's just going to some apartments on Winding Road. So we cranked up the car and started backing out of the parking spot and got a $14 DoorDash order for Taco Bell going 6-point-something miles east. I don't know, man. I probably could have stacked them together. Probably could have, but I declined the DoorDash order. Man, that would have been $25. Man. Thank you, ma'am.
Here. We need to change. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, y'all, we got our omelet, steak and eggs picked up from IHOP, and it's like 3 miles from IHOP to the customer. It's those same apartments where we delivered already this morning. We delivered to the front office. Now we're going to a 3rd floor apartment, and I'm dreading it. But it is like $11.50. Hey, good. Are you Kobe? Yep. Oh, well, thanks, buddy. Saved me a flight of stairs.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it.
I appreciate that, helping an old man out. Have a great day.
You as well.
Wow, what a nice young man. He must have tipped $9 and change, and he came down 1 flight of stairs and met me. Ha! So I only had to climb 1 flight of stairs instead of 2. That was awesome. Right before we got there to drop that order off, Uber sent us another order, the way they do. And we accepted it. It's not fantastic. It's $12 and change, but it's going 9 miles. Hey, is that?
Not it. Let me see.
Oh, Nikkei? Oh,
Need a picture?
yeah. Well, I don't know if Uber. Thank you.
What's that for?
My YouTube channel.
Walk here for Ashley? Oh, that's you.
Nope, I don't think they're making me take a picture. Thanks, buddy. It's Uber Eats.
I would. You do know.
All right, y'all, we got our Wingstop picked up. It was ready to go, no drinks. and 6.9 miles from Wingstop to the drop-off. That's not too bad for $12 and change. Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. I appreciate your business. Hope you have a wonderful day.
You as well, thanks.
All right, bye-bye. All right, y'all, got our Wingstop dropped off at the submarine base military housing. And as we were dropping off, they Uber Eats sent us another order. Now, hear me out. Pay no attention to the miles. I'm way up at the submarine base, a long ways from any restaurants. I gotta drive back down to where the restaurants are, no matter what. And, I'm about ready to go home. It's been 2.5 hours. And I thought that I would start kind of working my way west. Well, we've got an order now from Uber that's going west. Going right toward my house. So it's $10. It says 13 miles, but really almost none of these miles are out of my way at all. So I think we'll just deliver this Wendy's order for $10 and call it a day. And who knows, maybe get a little Folkestone action when we get home.
This is the Uber large and listen.
Is that Uber? Margaret?
MF?
Yep. Yep, Margaret F. is right.
Yes, ma'am. What's ready for you?
There's a deal on the phone.
HM.
I get bag, Robert. Take the order.
All right.
2 big singles, $7.
Stay safe out there. You too. All right, y'all. We got our Wendy's picked up, and we're 2.5 miles away from the customer. This is a $10 order. It was probably 5 miles from Wendy's to the customer. But anyway, we've got a little change of plans. We just got a roadie gig for Walmart. So after we drop this off, we're gonna take Scrubby Bluff Road right here. There's Scrubby Bluff Road. We're gonna take it around to Walmart. And I'm a little nervous. I don't know what in the world I'm picking up. They gave me dimensions. It was 2 very lightweight things. One of them weighed like 2 pounds and one weighed 3 pounds. One of them was just kind of a square, a rectangle. The other one is 4 inches by 4 inches by 5 feet. I don't know what that is. But if it really is 4 by 4 by 60, I should be able to fit it in this car. Theoretically. All right, Margaret, thanks for your business. Have a wonderful day. All right, y'all, we got our Wendy's dropped off, and now we're heading to Walmart probably. Roadie just sent us a message about a delay, and I better hurry up and head there. Well, that's stupid. I've got 15 minutes before I'm supposed to be there, and I'll be there in 15 minutes easily. I don't know why they're messing with me like that. But if they cancel it on me or something, then we'll just turn west and go home. All right, y'all. We're sitting in parking spot number 1 at the St. Mary's Walmart waiting to get loaded up with something. I have no idea what. But we've checked in. We're just waiting on them now. All right, y'all, we got our Walmart order picked up for Roadie. This is very cool. We were supposed to arrive at 12:25 p.m. and we arrived about 12:23. Checked in. Took a few minutes, not too bad. And then it was a very similar process to a Spark order. I had to give the dispenser a driver code number. And then I had to scan both labels. I've got 2 items I'm delivering 5 miles west. But this is gonna be just an absolute breeze. And y'all, I delivered that Uber order, Wendy's, right off Clark's Bluff Road, and Scrubby Bluff Road intersects with Clark's Bluff, and so I just took Scrubby Bluff, which kind of loops around to the south, but it's like 1 traffic light and 55 miles an hour, and it puts me out on Highway 40 a little bit east of Walmart, a couple of miles east of Walmart. But anyway, I circled around Scrubby Bluff Road. Well, right there at the interstate, exit 1, Scrubby Bluff Road and 995, there are 2 truck stops, and one of the truck stops has a Cinnabon inside. Y'all, I got a Cinnabon offer for $26 going west, and I was passing right by Cinnabon. An Uber Eats order for $26, and it was going straight toward my house. I almost pulled in there and canceled the Roadie order. This is $16 going west, but that other one was $26 going west. But I just wanted the experience of picking up a Walmart order for Roadie, and it was an absolute breeze. And you know, as long as Roadie is truthful and accurate about the dimensions and the weight of what you're picking up at Walmart, then it'll always be a breeze. This was exactly what they told me. It's one little package that weighs 3 pounds maybe, which is what they said, with, you know, small dimensions. I don't know, 16 inches by 4 inches by 4 inches or something. No, probably 12 by 4 by 4. But anyway, and then they said I had one that was 60 inches by 4 by 4. And it was a little rug rolled up. So it fits perfectly back there, no problem. All right, this is cool. We'll drop this off and then just keep going west and head on home. All right, y'all. Thanks for your business. Have a terrific day. All right, y'all. I guess that does it for Friday, May the 2nd. Unless something happens in Folkestone. But we worked 3.5 hours in Kingsland. I swear I thought we made more money than we made. I wasn't keeping track of it, but it felt like we made more than we made. We wound up with, I guess, $70 or $71, somewhere around in there. Anyway, it was kind of fun. Did my first ever prescription delivery for Roadie, and did my first ever Walmart delivery for Roadie. So now that I've done both of those, I feel way more confident about how they work. You know, I've been a little nervous about accepting Walmart orders, general merchandise type stuff on Roadie, because, you know, I have no idea what they might try to load into my car, a television or a chest freezer or who knows what. But anyway, their dimensions and weight were very accurate, so no longer have any fear about that. All right, y'all, that's it. Thanks for riding along with me. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I appreciate it. Y'all stay safe out there. We'll see you tomorrow.